California Governor Gavin Newsom, he's very handsome, isn't he?
He is.
He's considered to be a presidential frontrunner in 2028, but he's probably not getting a vote from actress Halle Berry. She's not happy that he vetoed a bill aimed at improving and expanding menopause care in California. Watch.
Gavin Newsom has vetoed our menopause bill, not 1, but 2 years in a row. But that's okay, because he's not going to be governor forever. And with the way he's overlooked women, half the population, by devaluing us in midlife, he probably should not be our next president either. The days of outliving men but doing it in poor health are over. Why? Because we simply deserve better. We are half the population. Because at this stage of my life, I have 0 left to give.
So, Halle Berry is hot under the collar, and not just for menopause. Thoughts?
Yeah, I think that the biggest part of this story is her take on menopause. Menopause is half the population. We're all going to go through it. The way it affects families, marriages, the workforce. 1.3 million U.S. women enter menopause annually. 75 million women are in perimenopause, menopause, and postmenopausal in this country right now. 75% of women who seek care are left untreated by their doctors. 80% of OBGYN residents admit to being ill-prepared. This is half the population, people.
Yeah.
Half of the population is suffering, and now we're at least talking about it. It's no longer in silence, but it varies woman to woman. That can last a decade for you. Why are we not coming to the aid of half the population?
I am.
Well, I mean, it's bad.
You've been in it for like 30 years.
Right now.
I was going to say, you know, speaking as someone who experiences my own personal summer often, I adore Halle Berry. I know Halle Berry. I disagree with her 100% on
Yeah,
this.
tell me.
Because Gavin Newsom made it very clear that the reason that he has vetoed this bill twice is because he's asking them to tailor it for costs. Remember that in 2026, healthcare premiums are going to go up to almost $1,000 per family. And so in an effort to keep healthcare costs down, he has to veto it because they're not tailoring the bill. And he has done a lot for women. In September, he signed a measure allowing healthcare providers to prescribe abortion medication anonymously. He requires state-regulated health plans to cover abortion pills regardless of federal approval status. He increased legal protections for providers against criminal prosecution. In October, he signed legislation that protects women's health by creating safety regulations for ingredients and materials in products used by women, including hair, menstrual products, prenatal vitamins. He has done a lot for women, but he is thinking about the health of the country and the rising cost of health care.
So not just menopause. A lot of times women's health gets overlooked in general.
Yeah.
Yes.
And unfortunately,
Research isn't done on women. They do
RFK
it.
got rid of it. Donald Trump got rid of the Women's Initiative out of the White House.
It keeps changing. I went for a mammogram yesterday. They need to step it up over there.
I know, how are they still
put your
smushing
boob
you?
in a vice, okay? This is what you got.
It is, a man came up with that. Could I just say, if it's too expensive for Gavin Newsom, maybe we need to go back to the drawing board. Listen, I care about addressing public policy to deal with the whole suite of women's health issues.
Right.
I'm passionate about fertility. I think we don't do enough to diagnose issues women might have on the front end of pregnancy, but it has to go through the whole phase of a woman's life through menopause and beyond. But the ability to do it cost effectively also matters. No one can afford their health care right now.
Joy, if men had mammograms, they'd be in between 2 velvet pillows.
We're still using the tongs at the gyno.
Correct.
It's almost like they're like pressing down, making some kind
Make
of
a sandwich, a Cuban sandwich.
Yeah.
You feel like you're in wood shop, you know, they're like...